Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. We're just out on a little bit of a ride. Stopped by a nearby park. The first time I've been here this year. So we're gonna see how it's going. And so the subject for this video today is your hub motor e-bike might not be able to go here, or your hub motor e-bike might not be able to do this. All pets must be on a leash. Makes sense. Alright, so why am I here? This is kind of a little walking path that goes through the woods. I think it's a shared use path. People come walking out here and they bring their dogs. Hiking, I guess. I don't know a lot of people that ride bikes out here, but you can definitely ride an e-bike out here. And so when I first came here on my first e-bike, which was a 500 watt nominal, 750 watt peak hub motor e-bike, I didn't make it very far. And I'll be able to show you shortly where that 500 watt hub motor got caught up here. So let's go in here onto the trail. And so basically we're going on the woodland flower trail through the woods. And so this part right here is where my hub motor couldn't make it up. This first little kind of like hairpin turn, it couldn't even make it out of that. So oh, we made it up just fine. So I'm gonna hop off the bike here and show you what we're riding. So this is basically Walmart hardtail mountain bike, nothing special. We put the 750 watt Bafang mid drive on it, 52 volt 20 amp hour triangle battery, and I put some BMX bars on it. And we've currently got some 700 by 38C hybrid road tires on it. So these aren't even like mountain bike tires. There's kind of a lot of leaves on the ground back here, but it should be no problem. The mid drives typically have more torque than a hub motor of an equivalent power level. So this 750 watt mid drive, generally speaking, is going to have a lot more torque than a 750 watt hub motor. And so this is a 25 amp controller on this BBS02 750 watt mid drive, and we're gonna ride through the woods here. And yeah, my first e-bike couldn't get through here at all. So here we go, let's go ride through the woods. You gotta watch out for roots and stumps like this one right here. They can be a little bit dangerous, especially if you steer around a stump. If you steer around a stump with your front tire, but then your back tire hits it, it can really knock you up out of the seat. We just had a little stick get stuck there. Go around here. Got a 42 tooth chain ring on the mid drive, and the back is geared 3412 on the cassette. And we're getting through this no problem. Give it a little throttle up the steeper inclines. Like right here, give it some throttle. Here we go. And so there might be a little bit of GoPro effect going on here, but these trails have some inclines that can be pretty steep, right? So I mean, this doesn't look like a whole lot kind of when we're just looking at it here, but when you put the bike in front of it, that's a pretty steep little incline right there. And if I had a 750 watt hub motor on this bike, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be able to make it. But with the mid-drive, I'm fairly confident we can get up this no problem. Oh, the front wheel is coming off the ground. Oh, but we got up. So the reason that I have BMX bars on my bike is it's more comfortable for commuting and riding on the street. I like more of an upright riding position. It's not ideal for kind of like technical riding like this, like mountain bike riding. Oh, you've really got to lean forward when you're going up steep stuff like that, or else the mid-drive just wants to pop a big wheelie and do a backflip. But yeah, we got up here no problem. And now there might be some people in the comments that are saying, oh, my hub motor could do all of this and more. And that could be true, right? But I doubt it's a 750 watt hub motor, because your typical 750 watt hub motor has a torque of about 80 or 85 Newton meters, whereas the torque on this 750 watt mid drive is 120. And there's even a more powerful one, the HD, that's 160 Newton meters of torque, which is about twice the torque of an equivalent hub motor. I'm sure if you got I'm sure if you brought a QS 205 out here and you were cranking 8,000 watts through it, you could make it through this stuff without any issues. But we're just talking basic e-bikes, 750 watts. In general, the mid-drive is going to be able to go a lot of places that a hub motor can't. So let me know, guys, do you have a hub motor? Do you think you could make it through here? We got a tree down up here. Let's see if we can do some off-roading. Let's go on this way, and then we'll just go over these logs here. Oh my god, this is kind of loose. This is all loose stuff. Had to walk it through there, but we're still good. So yeah, let me know, guys. You have a hub motor? Could you make it through this? What kind of hub motor do you have? How many watts is it doing peak? How many Newton meters of torque? We got a little squirrel buddy up here. Let's go on the Oak Trail is what I think this is called. This is another spot. I don't know that the geared hub motor would be able to make it up without struggling a little bit. We got a little bit of an incline going up here. So I was on a bike ride the other day, and there was a guy on a kind of like a fat tire hub motor bike, and they can get going pretty fast on like the flat and downhill, but I was riding behind him. But as soon as you hit any kind of an incline and the hub motor starts to lose a little bit of speed is where they tend to struggle. And I'm not necessarily like a mid-drive fanboy or a hub motor fanboy. I like each variety of motor for kind of its own reasons. And I even have a bike with both types of motors on it, which I like. But for mountain biking and more technical riding, and if you need more torque for doing little punchy climbs up brief, steep inclines, the mid-drives are where it's at. Mid-drives are generally quieter too than a hub motor, because with the hub motor you get kind of like an oscillating sound as that hub motor is spinning around. It's kind of like wow, 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 wow. But the mid-drive still makes some noise, and there's some chain noise, but I find that it's not nearly as noisy as hub motors generally are. There are some disadvantages to mid-drives. They're a little bit more dangerous in the sense that if you're not paying attention and you stick your finger in there and then all of a sudden the motor starts going, you could potentially lose a fingers, entire hand, who knows. So that's one thing to keep in mind about mid-drives, is got to keep your fingers away from the chain ring when the bike is on. I think that's one reason why manufacturers tend to veer away from mid-drives, is they're not entirely foolproof. You can lose a finger if you're not careful. I think it makes sense that most e-bike manufacturers go with hub motors, because they require less maintenance and they're more foolproof, user-friendly. A lot of people ride e-bikes like motorcycles. They just want to hop on it and hit the throttle and go. They're not interested in pedaling much. They just want to get on it and go. But yeah, I think it's important to be aware of the strengths and weaknesses of each e-bike motor type and pick the right type of motor that suits your riding style and the type of riding that you like to do. If you're just riding on the street, flat terrain, not many hills, hub motors are perfect, it'll work great. But if you're riding more technical things or you need a lot of torque to get up steeper inclines or to haul around more weight, like on a cargo bike, you might want to consider a mid-drive. So that's it for this video, guys. Leave a comment. Let me know. Mid-drives, hub motors. What kind of bike do you have? Which one do you like? Subscribe to the channel if you like e-bike stuff. And thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.